we're
Whoa.
back, traveling through this merry place we call the Chittering Wood. Now we find our party slightly split, but on their way to being united. Regras following Percival Peavers, yellow, down the little hill, past the stone pathway, down into the exhibit of the boxing toads. There, our party seemed to alert the rest of them. During their match, with Orly stepping on a twig, an unseen twig that seemed to ring out their ring. Catching their attention, they started jumping over to the party. And that's where we'll find ourselves, with Orly, Pip, and Varys getting ready for their little encounter or parlay with the boxing toads, and Regraz on his way with Percival. So, Orly, the front, introducing yourself as you usually.
Yeah, we're just, we heard that there were some good boxing matches to be seen over here, so we just kind of wanted to see them.
What?
Heard there were some great boxers here. We want to see for ourselves because that's always a great thing to see.
What languages do you speak?
Not many. Common, Gith, which I don't think is a thing for us, and Infernal.
Yeah, Orcish, sort of. I'd say,
But I will kind of like hold out my hands like this.
Yeah, they don't understand you, but yeah, they do recognize your like demeanor, and they like relax their shoulders a little bit, but they're still looking at you. All six of them. And the biggest one kind of like pushes his way forward and kind of like puffs up his chest at you guys and throws out a couple lazy jabs.
And kind of bow.
Are they saying anything?
They're not saying anything.
Okay.
You just see their like throat will like engulf sometimes as he throws out another jab.
Gonna bow, like it's tempting to be respectful and like back up. Bow, and, like I'm waving and leaving.
He turns his attention to you, to Pip and Varys.
I'll shoo him. Just don't mind us. We're just getting some fresh air.
You like dismissively. Wait, you can speak with animals, eh?
I can, yeah.
Right. Yeah, and you're able to access. Well, I guess it's not a magical thing for you. It's just like what you do.
I mean, I feel like it's got to be a little bit magical, but
we'll have to discuss that a little later. Especially with some animals, like physiology, compared to magical abilities. But
yeah, that's a whole discussion, right? Because like animals
not
can't
for now,
really
not for now.
speak, but they like the magic lets you converse in a way that's like.
Meanings are
we don't like speaking
transferred.
like squirrel. Yeah. Yeah, you wave off your hand dismissively at him like that to try and get him away, and he like really engulfs his throat and like flexes, and then throws a right your way, but not like at you, just like shadow boxing, and you feel like a little like pressure of wind blow at you.
I kind of like give him a bit of a look and like stand up straighter, and then just following sort of Orly's lead, I'll bow and I'll go. We don't want any of that. Just continue on with your fight.
Kind of like relaxes his shoulders and looks at Varys.
I take out some gold. I see if they react to it.
Just like looks puzzled and like engulfs his throat.
I'll turn around and start walking away.
And they relax and go back to their fight. But they're training like a little harder this time. You retreat back into the forest and you see Rugraz and Yellow coming down and approaching you guys. It goes, "Oh, chaps, are you okay?
Yeah, no problem.
All beans in order?"
I don't have any beans.
Oh, perfect. And the rest of you, unharmed beans?
Yeah, they're still in their sack.
Perfect. See? Rugraz, scaly man. Another day without any injury. He goes,
Wait, are you the first guy? You have the gun on your back.
"Yes, Main Yellow at your service once more."
Where's your friend?
Oh, handling a few business. He has tasks of his own.
That bear can do business?
Of course. Trained him well myself. Nothing but me and that larvae. Building this place up. Then we had help, of course, but you know. And you see that he's not trying to walk back and usher you guys out of the exhibit. He goes, "Pipith? That is your full name, of course, right? Hargrove, is it?"
No. Just Pipith is fine.
"Well, this letter seems to be for you.
Does it actually
I
say
must
Hargrove on
thank
it?
you, chaps. Seems whatever you've done allowed me to see at least one more of my brothers." Oh, yes, it was marvelous.
Thank you, Shy.
You look so old, though.
Shy.
Thank you,
Does the letter actually say like Pipith Hargrove on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Fuck.
yeah, what? So is it
My husband?
freaking husbando? I've gotten something mixed up, but whatever. I'll open it up.
And it just says to. It's like, I hope you. It starts off and goes, "I hope you liked that little joke." To Pippin and the sheriff. I require the sheriff's deed. And Pippith, I know you can make it happen. Both of you give up what I wish, and I'll supply a perfect home for you all. Signed, the main Percival Peepers.
Is it like
It
literally
says-
say Percival Beavers?
And Pip, when you look a little further under it, you see writing that says, come to the town of the front alone, and I will tell you everything you wish to know. But only Pippin can see this.
Eat the paper.
Well, an odd reaction to have to a note.
What did it say?
Your main Percival wants our deeds.
I don't have a deed.
He's wanted that for a while, though.
Unfortunately, One of our old companions is not with us, and I cannot speak for him. Though I'm almost nearly 100% certain that he would not give up his deed either.
Well, deeds. No, doesn't seem like that's my department. But it seems that and he like steps back from you a little bit, have a task of my own. Make sure that Pippin continues alone. And he like reaches over and grabs the head of his cane and pulls out a sword. The top end comes out and the pommel is a skull as he holds it out. Seems I might get a promotion. At least that's what I'm calling it.
Wow, man. You really just gave us a reason to hit you.
You were literally thanking me and crying like a few minutes ago.
Yes, a clever ruse. Well, no, not a ruse. I did thank you from the bottom of my heart, but it seems that one business has led to another. And the rest of you are too much. It's only Pippith we want.
Just give me a second. It's been
He
a
puts his
while.
hand behind his back and reaches out his sword.
I just hide behind Pippeth.
A long time ago, I might have done this journey alone. But I've met some very dependable people that I can rely on.
Very
I'll be
dependable.
studying the end of this road together with them. I'll
That's right.
stamp my staff into the ground.
Boom.
Maybe tap my foot a little bit to the beat that's playing in the background.
Pop out of the other side of the triangle.
Boom, boom.
And that's an initiative.
Yeah.
Everybody gets inspiration for that little
Oh, that's me.
and give me in it.
Let's fucking go.
Let's do it.
Been waiting all night. Actual physical dice.
Be punished.
Sorry, old beans. You've done me a quite large favor, but it seems this outcome was inevitable.
I would agree with you on that. Did I heal since the last time I played?
Yeah, you got a long rest.
Sick. Alright. I have a 9 on the initiative.
16.
Okay.
10.
Hot 10. Pip,
Oh, 4.
4. Oh no.
A very cold 4.
A commanding 4.
Mighty, though? Yeah, he got a 3.
Wait, mighty?
Mighty.
Oh. I thought you had a mighty on.
He looks so into it.
Hey, Mighty.
He is as he like squares up and takes out his rapier, is going to dash in You see he's gonna pull something out of one of his pockets quick and sprinkle it or like pour it over his blade, and his blade's gonna glow with this violet energy slightly. Then it's gonna dissipate and it's gonna start dripping. And as he goes, on guard, I say, old beans. You'll see that his water bear will swoop from one of the trees and like lands on his shoulder, and breathes like cold air onto his blade as well. That seems to like wrap. This cold air is going to wrap around his blade, mixed with the dripping poison, and he's going to dash in and strike out at Varys first.
Ooh.
Playing.
Oh dear.
Feels you're bolstering the crew. Oh, how's everyone set up too? Actually, I'll let you guys set yourselves up, depending on how you're standing.
I'm behind Pipith.
Yeah, I think that was the only thing that was established, really.
Yeah, I think all the rest of us were pretty much side by side, I guess.
Beautiful.
Is this like because this is kind of like a forested path that was leading down to the arena? Like, is the whole thing like difficult terrain or something, or are we just like in a little section where we can fight comfortably?
That's a good point. Yeah, this part isn't very like paved out, so I would say yeah, it is difficult terrain. Thank you, Pip.
Yeah, thanks, Pip.
Well, now I know I don't need I can't use spells to make difficult terrain because it'll be useless.
Does he seem to have trouble?
At what cost?
Yeah, sorry guys.
So we are on the road, so there's no magic right now for us.
No,
We're still in the exhibit.
you're in the exhibit.
Oh my god, so he's an idiot.
Got us in the worst
He just
place.
wanted to make it a fair playing ground, I guess.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah, maybe he's an honorable chap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mighty?
I think his brother is just trying to get rid of him.
Oh, the promotion
He
is dead.
is going to reach out with his rapier and attack Varys first, even if you guys are clustered. Oh yeah. So you guys are all next to each other,
Yeah.
basically.
Fuck.
He's gonna use his dragon breath.
17. Does that hit you? Ooh, beautiful. So it's 7 damage,
Okay.
but you are, as he like sticks you with his rapier, pulls it out, you're gonna feel something kind of coursing through the wound, and I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it was almost a nat 20. 4.
Um,
Oh, right there.
you are wounded, essentially, as you like feel it kind of like burn, and you're gonna take an extra D4 necrotic with every one of his strikes. But you also feel something a little deeper in there as well, and almost feels like is maybe sort of tipped with something.
Mhm.
And yeah, mark down one, basically like a notch, for how many times you get hit with this poison.
Do I take the extra D4 now?
Yeah.
Or is it-
Which will be an extra 1.
Yeah.
She.
Extra 1, and then he is going to essentially just misty step away 30 feet and reset. And next would be Orly.
Okay. I'm going to cast Bane on him and his water bear.
It's a wisdom save.
Charisma.
Charisma saving throw. Oh, it's only an 8.
So yeah, they fail, or I guess one of them fails. The other one, it's up to you. But
Yeah, I'll roll for him
I'll
as
roll
well.
again.
Oh, that's 19. So the water bear doesn't fail.
Okay. Percy fails, but the water bear does not. That'll be my turn.
Goes, ooh, it's been a while since I felt magics, but never a worry. Pip, think I'll be dragging you there alone. If that's Orly, next would be Regress.
Alrighty. I start muttering something behind Pipith, and I'm just going to use my Tales from Beyond. So we're going to roll my d8 and see what. I have a couple numbers that I'm hoping to get. Okay, so Pipith, you hear me mumbling something about the tale of a runaway adventurer that could escape any confinement. So basically now I have a spell that I'm holding on to until my next long rest or the next time I use this, where I'm giving someone the ability to teleport as a reaction. I think immediately, this is a bonus action for me, so I kind of look around and go, who's going to run up and hit him? Who needs that?
Uh-huh.
Not me.
We're running away quick.
I would
Oh,
like
yeah,
to.
who wants to go smack Percival? He teleported 30 feet away, so I can help.
Yes, I would very much like to do that.
Okay. And I cast, I use my action to cast Runaway on you. You may immediately use your reaction to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. But when you teleport, you can choose a number of creatures you can see within 30 feet. Up to your charisma modifier, minimum 1, to immediately use the same reaction.
Wait, my charisma modifier?
Yeah, minimum 1.
Okay, because I have a -1.
Yes. So you can bring one person with you if you choose.
Okay.
That's so funny. You can make -1 people with you.
I can't even bring myself. So I can bring one other person with me. Well, I mean, you gave me the handy spell, so I think you and I are going to teleport behind Percival.
Right. I just look and I go, shit. But I stay hiding behind Pipith. As a player, I'm like, oh, that's a smart move. As a regrets, I think, yeah, nothing with my movement. Nothing else for now.
Beautiful. What a setup. Varys?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing and just like shoot out starry wisps on all my turns. So like build up the magical potential musical energy and then release it with a big boom. Boom. And I'm gonna try and hit him. It's 60-foot range, so I'll stay still. and it's a 24 to hit, which I believe
That hits.
will hit. Thank you. 12 radiant damage rings into his ears.
12 damage.
And I will back up 10 feet, so 5 feet with difficult terrain, and just look at the frogs and see if they're noticing any of this.
They are, well, they're like past the tree line onto their terrain, but it doesn't seem like they've noticed or are coming your way.
Okay. I'll turn back. And my turn.
Beautiful. Setting up with those beautiful attacks. Pip.
All right. Yeah, so getting this kind of like teleport off, and I think outside of the initiative, I'm basically like winding up a punch as I appear behind him. And I'm going to use Primal Savagery, but I'm drawing upon the primal energies of the frogs we just saw throwing jabs and stuff. So you see kind of like there's like a spiritual frog kind of like overlaid over my fist as like the fist kind of rushes in towards him. And I will activate my inspiration here for this attack.
The music is coursing through your body as you like feel the electricity moving through your joints.
27 to hit.
Oh, that hits, sir.
And that is going to be. Let me just double check something real quick. I rolled a 9, but I'm just seeing if one of my features lets me reroll one of those dice, if it counts for this.
Hey.
Melee weapon attack. This is a melee spell attack, so no, it doesn't work. Yeah, so 9 acid damage to Percival's face.
Kind of like stumbles back a bit after that hit. Ooh, you have quite the jab, old chap. But I got a few tricks. Is that your full turn?
Nope.
Oh.
After I get the punch off, kind of, it was empowered by those frogs, so even Pip's like a little bit unsuspected to it, and kind of like shakes his hand a little bit. He's going to look at him and go, not even just ignoring whatever he just said, and he's going to go, I don't think I'll be going with you alone. As a matter of fact, I think you will be coming with us. And I'm going to, with my other hand, jab the staff into the ground and summon my spirit totem. Another one of these frogs is going to appear above me, but really I'm summoning the spirit of the bear. And we're all going to get temporary HP. 5 plus my druid level. So we all get 16 temporary HP.
Damn.
And everyone has advantage on strength checks. And that's my turn.
The bear spirit releases his energy and it blows out. And he goes, nice shot. But I have a trick of my own. And he like kind of like hunkers down, and you see that lime green orange glow that you guys are familiar with emanate off of him, and he's going to begin to wild shape. And he grows and turns into this like hulking like giraffe, hulking like two-headed giraffe, basically, where its head is like a Hercules beetle. And it kind of like opens up like at the bottom with like a big horn. It's like armored, almost like beak-like, actually, an armored beak-like head with like a pronged horn. 2 heads, and it kind of like roars out as this new form looks at you guys. and it's going to like cock its head back and build up energy and shoot out these big beams from its like because it comes up from its head like it's charging and shoots out this big energy at you guys. And I'm going to need share value in the way. Value in the way. I'm going to need a roll for me. Never mind. Does a 19 hit everybody?
Everyone?
Yeah, because it's the two heads are aiming at both groups, and it's gonna let out these two beams. I rolled once for everyone, so it'd be 19.
Orly's gonna throw up a shield as a reaction, so it's gonna miss.
Yeah, it hits me.
It's me.
Does not hit Regrets with a 20 AC.
Damn.
And you guys are gonna take 6d6 psychic damage. So it's
Psychic?
it's only as this light kind of like messes with your mind.
Is this a tandem war giraffe?
You're like, half as much on a successful roll. But his little companion.
Is it a saving throw?
No, it was a roll. I rolled 19.
Okay.
But his companion is also gonna go. The little drake's gonna unfurl its wings, and it's gonna shoot out an icy dragon breath at Pip and Rugraz. So that I'm going to need a dex save of 16.
Failed.
Oh, we do have a inspiration. I don't know
Pip used it.
if use it. Damn.
Sorry, how much was the psychic damage?
11.
11, okay.
And for this dragon's breath, it's going to be, water bear breath, another 66. So that's 24 cold damage to Rugraz and Pip. Half as much if you fail. Half as much if you save. Sorry.
Sorry, it was a DC 16, right?
Yeah.
The psychic tandem war elephant.
The ancient psychic tandem. Sorry, I was
episode.
distracted.
It's such a good
Looking that up because I'm an idiot. Dex save 16, 17, so half damage, so 8 damage then.
Yeah, half of 24.
Or half 24 to 12. Ooh, baby.
24 ice damage, you said? Cold damage? I'm going to activate. Sorry,
yeah,
one
I'll
second.
use
Cat,
my-
can you
Right.
just like drove right by? I'm going to activate absorb elements. I'll cast it at a 3rd level. It's a reaction. What is it? Yeah, 1 reaction. Yeah, against cold damage. How do I have to roll for this? It gives me resistance to the triggering damage, and then my next attack does bonus cold damage.
Beautiful.
I take half.
Oh, it doesn't hit. Right.
During this turn too, Varys, you're gonna feel. Give me another Constitution save.
14.
Let's see, at the beat 15. So give yourself another notch, and you're gonna take another D4. So another 3 necrotic damage.
Okay.
That will be their turn. So next would be Orly.
I'm gonna cast banishment on both of them.
Let's go!
Damn. What do they have to roll? What does banishment do?
Charisma save.
Um, oh, that's a nat 1.
Bye bye.
Well, they're both so
Yeah, how does banish work?
so it depends. Are they native to this plane or not?
Yes.
If they are native to the plane, then they get banished to a harmless demi-plane. While there, they're incapacitated. They remain there until a spell ends, at which point they return to the space it left, or the nearest unoccupied space.
For a minute.
Yeah.
So they, well, you like tap down your staff and the fireflies all like come out of the forest and like wrap them, kind of like the end of Avatar is he's swirling with fire and like and disappears. The fireflies fly away.
We gotta go.
The rest of that spell, which is if he concentrates on it for the full minute, then they do not come back.
Is this true?
If what? Sorry?
That sounds broken as heck.
I think it's only if they're native to a different plane.
Okay.
Yeah, if the target is native to a different plane of existence than the one you're on, the target is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane. If the spell ends before 1 minute has passed, the target reappears in the space it left or in the nearest unoccupied space if that space is occupied. Otherwise, the target doesn't return. But that's only if the target is native to a different plane of existence. Because they exist here, like this is their home, they come back.
They have to come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after that, Orly's just gonna say, we gotta go. And he's gonna start just like running. As fast as he can.
First time I've seen him run so fast.
You feel almost like a in your heart as you start to book. Give me another Constitution.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh, there we go. 21.
You don't feel like it's spreading at the moment, but it still feels like something is lingering in your body. But you don't add any notches and you don't take any damage.
Guys, I don't feel so good. That stuff he poured on his weapon, it's in me.
I can take a look at it, but we should really get out of here.
Okay. I'll cast resistance on myself, like, constantly. Hopefully, let me just make sure. Before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to a saving throw of their choice. So if I have to make it again, I'll add a d4 to it.
Beautiful. So you concentrate on that wound and continue to run. Where are you guys running? Are you running off into the forest, or are you trying to make it back to the main road?
I don't know about you guys, but I think you'll be able to find us on the road.
Agreed.
Yeah, probably.
We have to get to this entrance place.
Maybe we can follow the road, but not on the road.
We'll come to the end of the exhibition, and then we'll
We'll
have to
hop.
pop out onto the road and then pop off again, I guess.
We'll see where it takes us, maybe.
It's worth a try.
All right, let's go. We only have less than a minute.
10.
Orly's been booking it. That's the
You start booking it. You make it back up to the dais by the path. And as soon as you get to the path, you feel your magic draining from you. This catch. You feel your magic draining from you.
Even if we're not on the path?
Well, on that side path, there's still like little bits of stone.
No, but like, we're assuming that the side path has like a barrier, right?
There's no barrier, but yeah, as I was saying, like you come up,
Like
you get
limits,
on there on
like-
that path, you feel
yeah.
a little sapped, and then you duck off from that little path leading up to the main road and try and walk along it. But even like here, with such close proximity to the road, you don't feel like you could access your full magic.
As soon as I start feeling a slight touch to my magic, I'm just gonna veer back off.
And it'll lead you a little deep in. You're gonna be like, I'd say like 30 feet from the main road, but you're kind of walking off. But you, as you're kind of trying to make your way and getting away, you do kind of hear like commotion coming from the main road momentarily, as people are kind of like poking and asking simultaneously what's wrong with their Percival. And if you peek, you can see that they're kind of like standing still for that minute that he's banished. And everyone's like, "Sir, are you okay? Our guide, there's something wrong with him. Oh no. And then they kind of start moving again and doing their thing as you're running down by the road after the minute passes. You kind of run for 5 minutes, and it doesn't seem like, or sneak, or give me a stealth actually, as if you're trying to hide off by the main road, or if you're just.
I think we're trying to book it,
Yeah,
so it'd be more of a
personally, I think
acrobatics or athletics.
You're dashing, and you kind of, as you're kind of hurrying and glancing over at the main road, you notice that it seems like you can't, in pockets, it seems like you can't quite see it. Almost like you're fully in another zone and then popping back. It's doing like a weird effect as you're running on the side of the road. But you do, after dashing for a couple minutes, start hearing commotion again. But it seems like the Percivals are stirring. You hear, "Emergency, there's an emergency." They're all talking to each other. "It seems there's ruffians. Ruffians! Ruffians!" And you kind of hear that ringing out. After you've run for some time and feel it's safe, do you want to keep trying to book it, or do you want to try and sneak?
If we feel it's safe, I think Orla's going to take a chance to look at theirs. Try and assess what he's afflicted with. If it's some sort of condition or curse or whatnot.
Give me a medicine check.
Right.
But before you do, I'll take Constitution from you, Varys. That running, get your blood pumping.
That's a 17 plus the D4.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You don't feel any worse, and you don't take damage, but you do still feel it coursing through your body. Yeah, Orly, I would need a medicine check.
26.
With the 26, you are able to assess that he is poisoned. Obviously, And it is going to keep getting worse, and it's going to. You kind of get the feeling like you've seen this before in your travels. That it seems almost like it's like a poison that will slowly try and get you to fall asleep, and then keep you poisoned as you're asleep to take care of you.
Okay. If I've seen it before in my travels, do I know if it can be cured by a lesser restoration?
You do, and it can, but I will need an Arcana just to get it out, even with being so close to the main road. Even here.
Even 30 feet away? Can I pull him off to the side to see if there's like a spot I feel more secure doing it? Like there's not any effect on my magic?
You would have to go back, like as you're like kind of pulling them, you're feeling like you're gonna have to go back like pretty far, like almost into like another exhibit to fully exert your magic.
All right, so Arcana.
It's all right.
That'll be 17.
I'm a dead man. I'm on the dead man's road, going down to the river. I'm gonna give you a bardic. It's free, just in case it's not
All right, it's a D8 or
a D10.
I thought you were ready to freaking kick the bucket.
Plus 6, 23.
Yeah, you are momentarily able to muster out some energy over the wound.
That's it. So I'll just say like, of course, no problem. Yep, you're not gonna make it. I'm trying to tap you on the back with the restoration.
Roll a d4.
A true martyr. Me or him?
Orly.
I love me or him. Who's getting the thing?
Yeah, D4. 1.
1. You are able to recover 1 notch of the poison, because I believe you had 2.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to heal him a little bit, but not fully able to get rid of the poison that's coursing through Varus.
I'm still done for. Just
Maybe
leave
I
me.
have to do it again. Slap him on the back. Fine.
And this time I will. I'm a little. You're gonna live, yeah.
I don't know where that came from.
15. Is your bardic inspiration also a D10?
It is not. It is a D8.
D8. Okay.
I'm multi-class.
Just before I rolled. It's an 8. So with Arcana, that's a 27.
Jeez.
Beautiful. That was your Arcana. So yeah, you are able to muster out energy again.
This
And
time
give me
it's a 4.
It's a 4? Oh, yeah. You're able to fully get rid of it.
I'm gonna live forever. God, see.
You know, we could probably be a bit more quiet. They might be able to find us if you're too loud.
Shit.
And with that helpful piece of advice, we'll let you know that we're going to live forever, but mostly on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where we do this and entertain you with that marvelous, marvelous D&D. We're going to have some back-to-back Chittering Woods for a little while, so next Tuesday, we're back. We're back, baby. In the wood that chitters with our resident music boys and Healy men's. So tune on in. Come back Thursday where we'll have more Champs Challenge for you guys. So if you like Rexford's shenanigans with the whole gang, come on by. Yes. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. You can find us on X, Instagram, YouTube, here on Twitch, your mama's house where we eat mad good, making shepherd's pie and shit. Oh, you know how we do. So come on by, join us. And with that, We're hexagon. And you're trash. Okay.